Okay, let's start taking a look at the more further developed interior model for your ADU. So we'll start here with a top view looking down, showing a relatively inexpensive flat roofing material that slopes down to a collection gutter here at the corner of the lower level, as well as to an open scupper here at the upper level. We'll zoom in now on the second floor plan so you can see the interior is developed. We'll touch on this a little bit more, but we've got the bathroom here, the interior kitchen, closet with some weights stored in it, the Murphy bed, stairs heading down. There's also a little alcove section here that we might be able to do something with, though I'm looking to you guys for inspiration on how you might want to use that. More on that later. Take a peek at the first floor. So again, we've got the storage compartment here, the storage closet, a little bit of cabinetry built in, your music station setup, piano space. I've used that bump out on the exterior as an alcove for your musical instruments. We'll see more of that later. Outdoor kitchen, outdoor patio space. And what I've done here is I've converted this last segment of what was before an interior storage closet to an outdoor closet. That might be able to house things like water heaters and any sort of space heating equipment, along with some odds and ends for the lawn care. Okay, let's head down into an eye level perspective view. So this should look pretty similar to what you saw before, but again, it's just a little bit further developed, a little further along. I've reconfigured the fenestration detail. I think I really like what's happening here. I like the interplay of the two sort of volumes that are happening here. We've got this L-shaped here, we've got another L-shape here with different painted colored stuccos, and it's all sort of holding on to this this window box or this window cutout. I really like the way that's looking. Of course, I'm eager for your guys' feedback and make sure that you guys are happy with it too. So also, I know that last time we talked, there was a concern about the western light coming in here at night, or not at night, but during the hot afternoons. And so I've studied and incorporated a way to bring in some sort of solar blockout curtains that would stow here against this window on the outside. But I actually think that's kind of nice because as you head downstairs, that screens the view of the existing air conditioning unit that's just out of sight right now. But when we draw these curtains open, they'll definitely be able to provide a lot of shade. I'm showing them a little transparent here, just so we get a sense for what's happening beyond, but these could definitely be blackout curtains and, you know, easy to part from the middle so that you can get in and out as necessary, but providing a lot of great shade downstairs for these late afternoon family meals. Then heading back here, we get a view between the existing house and the new ADU structure. You can see we've got a concrete path, some black Laplace Mexican pebbles filling in around there, and a couple more of these bamboo in Corten steel planter boxes. Let's head towards that front door. We can get a glimpse of the main music room here. I'm opting right now to show the wood framing members expressed on the underside of the ceiling. I'm curious to hear what you think that might do for you in terms of acoustics and sort of sound bouncing around in here, further eliminating any of those standing waves. But again, we've still got the two-way slope, and I think this is just a really awesome space. We'll take a quick look up the stairs, and then we'll start heading upstairs to the gym / guest and the bathroom up here. So here we're standing at the landing, and we can see the bathroom through one door there, and the gym space through here. Let's head into the gym now. I really like this window design. So I've taken some walnut trim and I've basically created this ribbon path that goes all the way around these windows and ties it in quite nicely. This isn't strictly necessary. We could definitely scale this back if budget becomes a concern, but I think it's just a really nicely articulated design for now. Here we can see the storage closet as well as the micro kitchen. We've got a built-in microwave with a hood element to act as exhaust for the two-burner cooktop here. Little mini fridge and a sink. It's pretty simple, but you know it checks all the boxes needed for the ADU permit, and I think it'd be a very convenient space, very convenient function for your overnight guests. So here we see the Murphy bed in the stored position. And here we can see the Murphy bed in the lowered position. Still plenty of room for your equipment. You don't really have to move anything. And here is that alcove. That is a result of just the two volumes sort of intersecting each other. I right now don't know what I would do with this. It could be overflow storage, but you know, with the Murphy bed in the way, I think it's rather inconvenient. And I could see just closing this off and leaving that space just empty and unused. But again, let's talk about it a little bit more and see if you have any thoughts or inspiration for that. Here we've just translated ourselves into the bathroom. It's a pretty standard bathroom with a full-size shower, toilet, sink, you know, medicine cabinet. Nothing too special here, but it checks all the boxes again. Here we're starting to look down the stairs. That same alcove space that I was talking about over here, maybe we express it here. Maybe it's some awesome display space, but that's just super inconvenient to get to. So you'd never want to have to touch it again, whatever you put in here. But again, let's talk about that later. Let's head down the stairs. So here we're about halfway down the stairs looking out into the music room. And I just think it's a very awesome space. We'll stand down here in the middle of the music center. So here is your storage closet. And what I'm showing here is some sort of wood slats, whether it's walnut to match the treads or maybe something a little more affordable. We can dive into that a little bit deeper. But by having these slats on the this wall and the doors, it really hides the fact that there are doors there. And so when the doors open up, you can see the slats are actually attached to the door and continue that rhythm and that pattern, and that really diminishes the presence of these doors, which I think is a very nice thing to have. Here we zoom in on the large screen, large TV that's mounted on the wall that could certainly be on one of those movable brackets that could come out away from the wall and turn as far as 45 degrees into the room. I'm showing your platform or your output platform desk and your output sidecar here, the furniture that you already purchased. I think it's really cool looking stuff. And I think it fits really nicely here under this casement window and adjacent to this extra bit of cabinetry. Take a look at the music room in general. It's a little hard to see here, but what I've done here is that the wood ceiling continues down the wall and frames the entry door kind of nicely. I think that's just a nice little accent to have here. Plenty of room for the musicians as well and all their music stands. I haven't modeled the spit jars, but certainly room for those. Making use of that bump out on the outside, I'm framing in display space for your instruments. I know we haven't talked in great detail about how many guitars you have, but assuming you have at least two plus the trumpet and some room to set down some drinks while you're jamming on the piano, I just think this is a really awesome space and a great additional use for that bump out. So now it's not just something that looks nice from the outside, but now it's got a bit of a function as well. And then a view from the piano. It's a rather commanding view. A really special space. I could see sitting here and just really enjoying this view. Now we'll start cutting sections through the building just to get a better understanding of the spatial spaces, how these two spaces interact. So we've got the gently sloping ceiling in the great room, the second floor space that is forming the downstairs patio here. We'll look at another section cutting through the stairs. And again, there's that void space that we could do something with. If you've got a good use for it, we could talk about that. Now we'll just back up a little bit and we're cutting through the patio now. You can see the pop-out window here at the gym, the Murphy bed, the bathroom. And then the final view here, again, cutting through the space, but looking now towards the front of your property. So all in all, I am really happy with how this looks and how it turns out. But again, let's have a moment where we review this together and you can provide some feedback and we'll tweak things to better suit your guys' personal tastes. Thank you.